Welcome back to TCG Battle, and we are back for part 2 of our PSA submission. We're doing it a little bit different than part 1. Part 1, there was only about 3 cards, so I was able to, see all the values and tell you. So I'm just going to currently see what my guess will be for the grades of these cards, and we'll go from there. There are 25 cards in this submission. I believe the Pokemon one has 29. So if you want to check out the Pokemon one, check out part 3. If you haven't seen part 1, check that out as well. Alrighty, guys. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and slide it over here. Just leave them in the corner so you can't really see. So this is actually my first complete set of Weiss. It is... Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? And the character follows Belle Cranell, this guy here. Let me see. I don't see any whitening on the back. And centering wise, looks good. So I think this is going to be a 10. And the reason I chose this order that I'm going to show you is the event, or not the event, it is the person that he meets in the anime at first. So that first person, then the next person, then that. So that's the way I did it. But yeah, check that out. Beautiful card. And then up next, of course, if you ever watch the anime, is going to be Goddess Hestia, Proof of Trust. Of course, he meets her first before he can even go into a dungeon, and there does not seem to be any whitening or anything. This is one of the cards I bought on eBay. I believe this one will be a 10. So most Weiss cards don't have really as much issues as Pokemon. Then we have Advisor of the Labyrinth, Aina. So this is Belle's advisor. So he can actually go into the dungeon. Let's see. These are all first prints, and you can tell because it has a gold signature. That's going to be a 10 there. I think most of these will be 10s. Then we have Ice Ice Wallenstein. Sword Princess. Alright, let's see. Yeah, no whitening. No nothing on the corners or edges. So definitely a 10. So I'm thinking 4 10s right off the bat right there. Alright, 10 number 5. Then we have Seer. She works at an establishment. And a lot of information about her in the newest season of this anime, which is currently going. Let's see. Yep, no whitening like the rest. Pretty sure it's going to be a 10. Alright. I believe there's 2 more. Yeah. Then we have Gale Ryu. This card skyrocketed because the last season was mainly based with her and the main character. So she got a big bump. I love this card. My coworker picked me up a box while he was traveling, and it had this card in it. So I really love this card. Gale Ryu. So I'm thinking another 10 right there. All right, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then this one. We got Lily exploring the dungeon. It's the last of the signed gold cards that you could possibly get, other than the trial deck ones, but I can't afford those. I think they're going for about 400 a piece, and it's 2 that I need. Nope, that's going to be a 10. So definitely 10s here. All right. All right. Another Weiss card. Albedo. Come on, Albedo. Focus. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it on the front. The back looks great. I pulled this one myself. in the shop. I want to say it was off of some wall packs. Alrighty. That's a 10 for sure. This one, I am not sure at all. I have never graded these cards. They are Vangaurd. Let's see. They are Vangaurd cards. So, not sure if you play the game. I don't. They are much smaller than Weiss or Pokemon. I want to say they're about Japanese size cards. But Shaman King. I saw this. This is a great anime that I watched growing up. This is the main character's wife or girlfriend or whatever you want to call it. And this was the only card that I think I made a submission that there was no pre one. So like when you type it out, it kind of autofills. This one had none of them. So this one might be hard because I believe there's no market value for this one. There is about 4 versions of it: SP, triple rare, secret rare, special parallel, and I believe just the regular rare, but it's the same art. This is the SP, which is the highest one of this card, but there is no sold ones that I saw on TCG Player, so it's gonna be interesting. It might be the first one ever graded at PSA of this rarity, so I'm happy to see what it gets. I don't see any whitening. Centering looks pretty good on the back. I don't know what to look at on the front for centering. But that looks pretty good to me. I watched this anime growing up, and then they rebooted it on Netflix. And then, of course, I think I picked up 2 boxes, and I pulled the signed gold card. So I love it. Yo Asakura in his, like, Bankai form, if you will. Yeah, definitely going to get a 10. Not sure. I believe there is some, so I'll have to check on the market on that. Beautiful card. All right. So this stack is basically other. So we're going to have Weiss, Vangaurd, Dragon Ball, like 3 different types of Dragon Ball, and I'll show you here. So this is Dragon Ball Hero Super from Japan. I love it. It has little hearts as a hollow background. Hyper rare. Let's see. Might be a little nick there. Bought this off of a friend. We'll show what it cost. And I believe I've seen a few PSA 10 sold, so we will have that value. Alright. So this is Dragon Ball Heroes from Japan. This is Dragon Ball Masters, which has the same exact backing as Fusion, but I don't have a card that has a backing, so we're going to send in Son Goku, Peaceful Resolution. I see it has print lines there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has some print lines across Gohan's head or hair. Other than that, the card looks pretty clean on the front. Back looks great. No whitening. Centering looks good. I want to say it's a 9, but the last time I said that with the Dragon Ball Super card that like this, it was the Gohan Piccolo card. It had a line like that across this way. This one has it this way. It had a 10. It got a 10. So it could be a 10. I'm going to say 9 though. All right. And then here is Dragon Ball Fusion World. The reason I say this one doesn't have a back because it is a leader alt. So the back has that. And then if you know the mechanics, at some point you get to flip the card and use this ability, which is this side, Son Gohan, which goes perfect with this card. You know, he's basically telling them to power up right there, you know, right before that. So, you know, gotta love that. Yeah, this is going to get a 10. I pulled it myself. I don't see anything wrong with the back. Front looks great. Yeah, that's definitely a 10. All right, so out of all of these, I only think that now we're getting into something a little bit different. These are probably not going to get 10s, but they are kind of one of a kind, each one. Cardsmith. Only place I've seen them sold was GameStop. So we have a Zangief purple. I believe they call him Amethyst. Insert. So this is card number 8 in the series. Amethyst version. Numbered 8 out of 49. So it's card number 8, also serialized at number 8, which is also pretty cool. I showed this to my coworker. This might already be sold. I don't know what the comps are, but we'll put them up here if there is any. Like I said, they are serialized, so they're kind of one of a kind. Certain numbers will get a higher value, but we have 8. Really cool. All right, so then we got ourselves Kami and Ruby Refractor, which is a higher grade. I believe it goes all the way up to Onyx, which is a 1 of 1 at that point. So if you ever get see a black version or the Onyx version of these refractors, it is a 1 of 1, and you have the only one in the world. I was not lucky enough to pull any of those. I believe I opened up like 4 boxes, got 2 serialized ones. This one is, of course, 8 out of 25, which is kind of cool. I think all the 8s were in that store that I picked them up. So I wish I would have picked up all the boxes. Probably would have got all the 8s serialized. So I think it's like next one is out of 10, out of 5, and then out of 1. But yeah, we got a Kami. These, let me go back. These ones have super rough edges, so I'm docking a point off the edges. The corners look okay. This one looks kind of bent in this top one. This corner has whitening, so I'm gonna give this a 7. This is my guess, a 7 off of this one. And then the Kami, let's take a look at it. A lot cleaner cut on top. You see that over here? It has some edge wear, so that's a 1. All right, the corners look fabulous in the front. That edging again. So I'm gonna give it maybe an 8. 7 to 8. That would be pretty awesome if we can get an 8 grade on the 888 card. So it would be 888 over here. That would be pretty cool. It's a double 8 card now. Can we get it to 888? This would be awesome too if we can get number 8 as an 8. I think it's a 7 or an 8. The first one probably a 7. I'm hoping for an 8 for the Zangief. All right, and then we're getting into some of the crazier stuff that I pick up. This is Weiss Schwarz Blau. It is basically a simplified version of Weiss Schwarz. So if you want to pick up Weiss Schwarz, this would probably be the first game you want to learn on, from what I was told. I don't play, so this was just what I was told. I'm going to take a look at the back. And this is a Sanrio Hello Kitty partnership, or yeah, whatever you call it, that they were doing. And I ended up pulling an SSP. I pulled an SP. It's not as valuable as this card, so I want to get this one graded so I can possibly get some money back from this grading, because grading is kind of expensive. Here are the comps. Hopefully this is a brand new set. It's maybe like a month and a half old, maybe 2 months at the most in Japan, so it is fairly new. I'm hoping I get a 10 on this so I can, recuperate some money. I don't know. It looks pretty centered to me. Actually, it looks like it's a little bit heavy to this side. There's more space on the stars on this side than there is on this side. I'm gonna grade this down to a 9 then. Oh man, centering's off. I'm gonna say 9. And then we also have, I believe, let me see, Union Arena is our next one. These are 2 stars that I picked up, just random luck out of some booster boxes. The centering on the back looks good. Edgeware looks good. Front. So this again, I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping it's a 10. Union Arena 2-star. This is a 1. You get 1 of these per case, so it is pretty hard to pull 1 of these. Little bunny girl, kind of funny. And then we have from the same series here, this one. Let's see, 2-star. It looks a little bottom heavy. You see, line on the bottoms a little bit. I'm gonna say 9. This one's gonna get a 9. And then we are finishing it up with one piece. And of course, I wouldn't be, you know, sending anything in unless I was sending up a pair of Namis. So we have the Japanese version as well. I've had this in my collection since OP01 Japanese. So this has been sitting here for a while. No whitening on the front. Looking good. Same thing on the back. There's a little dot there. Oh no, that's on the outside. All right, so I'm giving this one a 10. That one's a 10. All right, looking good, looking good. Same thing on the back. Yep, I'm grading this one a 10. This one's a 10 as well. All right. Now this one, I don't care what grade it is. It was a gift from one of our channel viewers, Max Mackey. So look at that. And here we have, you know what? This looks good. This corner might be. I'm gonna give a 0.5 off of here. Edge a little frayed here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 9. 9 to a 9.5. So maybe a 10. Looking real good, Zorro. So this was a gift from Max Mackey. Max, thank you so much. And the last few cards are just gonna be Zorro. Just Zorro. So here you go. I have this one in Japanese. I do have it graded. Albino did grade it for us in a PSA 10. I'm hoping we get a pair here. You know how I love to have something in Japanese and then in English as well to match. I like matchies. Oh yeah. This is 10. This is a 10. This is a 10. All right. Then we are getting ourselves the pair of manga, or not manga. That would be crazy, a pair of manga Zoros. We have the Japanese Leader of Zorro from OP01. It looks like it's a little heavy to this side. Outside of that, 9 to a 10. I'm gonna say 9 to a 10. And then we have the English version. Alright. Yeah, this one would probably be a 10. This one I'm saying for sure 10. The other one, 9, maybe a 10. And then my favorite trade that I have done to date to get this card was amazing. I traded in OP01 booster box plus $100. That's when the OP01 boxes were like almost $300. So I came out like a bandit. I believe this card's around 4 something. Should be somewhere up here in one of these two corners. But Zorro top treasure cup winner card. These ones just look amazing. It's got this pattern right here. Then the border is all embossed. Centering looks great. No whitening on the back. This is going to get a 10. This is going to get a 10. I hope my Zorro collection has a bunch of 10s. So we should have a grand total on the two corners. Let me know what you guys think. The last submission is all Pokemon, so if you're interested in Pokemon, don't forget to check that one out, and then check out the first one. It is much shorter video, so you know, if you don't got much time, check that one out. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and until the next one, I'll catch you guys later.